Today's September 1st, 2020, first day of September. It's a Tuesday, and I wanted to show you a quick example here of my 16-year-old son's account. It's about a $4,700 account. He started off with $3,000, and he's been doing great. He's up to about $4,700 right now in account value, and he is shorting this market. And I mean, he's shorting pretty much everything that you would say you never should short in a market like this. And I wanted to show you kind of how he's structured this, how we've helped him set this up in a way that you can short the market and not lose your shorts. Okay, people always think, oh, there's so much risk in shorting the market, and especially these high flyers. And there's a way that you can do it on a subsidized basis, or a way where the risk is minimal and the reward still makes sense. So one of the things that he's doing here, you can see he's short Apple. He's got one share of Apple Computer that he is short. This is something that I think people don't sometimes fully understand, that you can take a short position with, in this case, 66 bucks. That's the sum total capital that he has committed to this short position. So people say, oh, that's crazy. I would never short a company like Apple. Well, he's got 66 bucks in the trade. And so you can short on a small basis. And that's what he's done here with Apple. He's just short Apple today. So he's about flat on that position. The Qs are beating him up a little bit because he's short 4 shares of the Qs. He got about $600 committed to that trade. That's a little bit bigger trade. I'm going to show you where he's hedging this trade here in just a minute. STAA, that's Star Surgical, just shorted that as well. 1 share is a big $24 investment right there, capital-wise, that he's done. Short in Tesla, got 2 shares of Tesla that he is short. So that's about a $500 trade right there. Of course, all this is on margin. Got a $500 trade going on there, and he's pretty much flat on that trade. He was up a little bit, then down a little bit, but pretty flat on that. And then he's got an Iron Condor going on Walmart. So I wanted to show you the 2 trades that he's using to subsidize these short trades. So can you be short the market and still be okay if the market doesn't work in the direction that you hope? And the answer is yes, if you subsidize those trades, and B, if you trade small enough. So obviously the Qs, he's got $500 or $600 in. That's a pretty big trade, relatively speaking, for him. But otherwise, these are just very minuscule trades. And these trades right here are subsidizing him. He's got a nice Iron Condor, 10-day Iron Condor, big probability of profit on this trade. And that's going to bring him in about $50. Put up $500 to bring in $50. So that covers some of the risk that he's experiencing here with his short positions. And then he's got a 1-day Iron Condor here on the S&P mini futures contract. And that's already up 80 bucks today. He's got another $200 of value in there. So if he can bring in $300 off of that every couple of days, then he can manage those short positions pretty nicely. So that gives him money to obviously offset any risk in these trades, gives him some money to be able to add to these positions, to add to these short positions. You know, if he's got maybe, what are you looking at there? Something around $1,000, something around $1,100 of short positions, and you're bringing in $400 a week or so. That's approximately what he's bringing in income-wise with these Iron Condors. If you're bringing in about $400 a week of income, you could add to these positions as the market moves against you. And of course, we know that nothing goes straight up forever. I know it seems like it if you look at the NASDAQ, if you look at Apple, if you look at Tesla, but we know that there will be pullbacks. And as long as you can sustain that and continue to add to those positions because you have the dry powder to do so, might be an interesting trade. So just wanted to show you my son, my 16-year-old son, short in Apple, short in the NASDAQ, short in Tesla. We'll see how it ends up.